the past year, hundreds of Fortnite duos have been competing for the chance to stand here on this stage in Copenhagen. And now just 50 remain in the running to lift the trophy, to own the Axe of Champions and call themselves the best Fortnite players in the world. Copenhagen, are you ready to see history made? You have been the most incredible audience all weekend, and I know you can't wait to give these players your all. So, for the final time this year, please, Copenhagen, please welcome your players!
The mates, Stagey and Podesai are here. With help from their supporters, they are ready to take on the competition. Viva la France!
Let's give Grolls and Klowski a warm welcome. This duo has worked hard to get this far. It is time for them to begin aiming for nothing but the top.
Give it up for Cooper and Miro. This duo have shown they belong on the big stage. Will they be able to break through and hoist that trophy?
Yumi, Source, they're here. These two mean business with great performances. They have secured their spot here at the grand finals, but it is time to lock in.
Let's welcome Janice and Reason. The German powerhouse team is here to show what they got. This is time to prove it to the world.
Let's hear it for the Brazilian duo, Nutzy and Gabsera, with a great performance at the lower bracket. They are ready to represent Brazil. It's go time.
Daydus and Stain, ladies and gentlemen. These guys got the skill to perform on the big stage. It's time to bring the Brazilian flair to the finals.
Let's welcome Bryce and Chubbs. You guys showed us how it's done. If you can keep up the good work, the sky is the limit. What a day yesterday.
Batman, Booga, and Rapid have arrived. These two have shown that they belong with a great performance yesterday, but it's time to do it again.
And now, Steno and Lucy. The Danish Dynamite is here. They're at the home turf. Let's hear what you got for them, Copenhagen. That was just the first 10 duos we've seen compete here today. And I gotta call them out right away. Janice and Reason, a duo that you heard Copenhagen go absolutely wild for. I wanna talk about the expectations we have for the duo on the day.
Yeah, if you ain't familiar, if you ain't been round here before, let me introduce you to Janice and Reason. These guys are OGs. They've been here, they've been at the top, they've been to the mountaintop, they've seen it all, they've done it all, they've won it all. And they're going to look to try to do that again. They came so close in Major 1. Major 1 Grand Finals in the EU, they led the way after day 1, and it looked like a spot in Globals was there for them. But they didn't quite do it, and it took them all the way until last chance Major to finally do it. And I know they won't wait late again. They're going to come in early and try and do their thing as best as possible.
But that's what being a global champion is all about. Performing in the clutch. It is a tall task for them today. As we showed that little drop map earlier, right, where we were expecting a lot of the early game action to show, and there was a red area. That means there are 3 teams up there, and unfortunately for Janice and Reason, they are one of them.
That's right. That's just the first 10. I want to meet the next 10, so let's just jump right into it.
Give it up for Merstash and Tayson, one of the best duos to ever do it. Now it's their chance to show to the world they can do it again.
And here we have Pixie and Cheatin. This duo has showed us that they have what it takes to perform at the highest levels, and now the trophy, it's so close.
Give it up for Baila and Peterbot, two of the most dominant players on NA. With a championship already under their belt, they're looking to perform that here once more.
Let's welcome Crisp and Noxie. These guys have showed great consistency for a long time. Let's keep it going because guess what? It's showtime.
Kitos and P8 Zin, the Brazilian champs are here. They know the feeling of winning. Can they do it again? We know the Brazilians are cheering you on.
And now, we go in pink. They have accumulated momentum all weekend long, and now it's time to give it your all. Good luck.
Coming all the way from NA, let's give it up for Quanti and TK. They have showcased amazing skill for a long time. They are here for the finals, and that trophy is waiting.
But wait, we have Blaha and Mixon, the Polish duo. Let's make some noise. It's time to crown some new Polish champ potentially. Let's bring on the heat.
Stand up and get loud for Roman and X-Force, making sure they only needed the upper bracket to qualify to the grand finals. Can they keep up the momentum?
Now let's hear it for Booga and Threats. These guys aren't playing around and do not plan on leaving empty-handed tonight, but will the trophy go home with NA?
With every 10, it's starting to get more real and real. The duo we wanted to highlight here was, of course, your World Cup champion, Booga. You know we had to talk about it, Vivid. Imagine the World Cup title and then slap a global championship title on that. That would be crazy.
What a career Booga has had, teaming up with Threats for this year, coming in major number 2, a 5th place, closing out major number 3 with a 2nd place. Not to mention Booga himself has 3 FNCS titles. I mean, what can't he do?
One of the GOATs of this game, and I personally as a fan just want to see him lift a trophy on a major stage again.
Yeah.
It would be amazing.
I'm hoping, man. Of course, we've got more duos to introduce. Let's get the next 10.
This is Acorn and Cold with a dominating performance in the upper bracket. These guys are here and they're looking to take home that trophy.
Now let's make some noise for Peppo, Clip, and Zagou. Representing for Asia, they are ready to fight for the trophy. It's time to bring your A game.
Representing the Middle East, Mshari and Rue might be the only team from their region, but that doesn't stop them from winning. These guys will do whatever it takes to succeed.
From NA, we have Thoric and Bolts providing, proving that they can take home FNCS wins. They have championships under their belt, but can they do it one more time?
Misha and Teeny, ladies and gentlemen, do not feel safe regardless of where you drop on the map when these guys are in the lobby. They are here, and they are here to win.
Here we have iDrop and Mappy, the Scandinavian duos now ready to bring the trophy home after qualifying hot out of day 1. Let's go.
Make some noise for Crybaby Flixie. Slowly been climbing the ranks for seasons. Now is their chance to make it big and solidify themselves among the best.
But wait, Fastrokey, Kylie, they have landed. They are here, dropping right in from the upper bracket into the grand finals. They are making an impact on the leaderboards.
A big round of applause for Muzz and Paper. These guys are used to being high up on the leaderboards, and they only needed day one to make it here. Now it's time to finish the job.
All right, give it up for Mr. Savage and Badil, making the lower bracket look easy. It's exciting to see if they can do it again here for the grand finals.
One step closer to games beginning. Mr. Savage and Badil, you know we got to talk about these guys. They ended first place after yesterday's lower bracket. First place from the last chance major. They have something to prove, and they're here to show it.
Talk about clutching up when it matters. I mean, I've talked about it multiple times. It's just a duo that makes sense. They're so smart. Mr. Savage has so much experience, especially on the big stage. More than 10 in-person event appearances, and then Badil teamed up with him. The mechanical prowess, it's all there.
Savage has played on stages like this as much as anybody else in the world of Fortnite. He will know, but Badil, he's been the one in crunch time this year that has really put the performances in to seal the deal. And even though there'll be pressure on him, Badil will be ready.
I'm ready. For more duos, let's get the next 10 in here.
Let's get a big warm welcome for Yamso and Rise. Consistency is key here, and they proved it all year long. Now is the time to finish what they started.
Let's hear it now for Alex and Worthy. As the only OCE team in the lobby tonight, this is their chance, and the pressure is on to take home the LAN title.
Please meet Trulex and Chicho. FNC experience and titles are plenty here. However, a LAN title is still to be secured. The opportunity is rare, but it's here. It's now.
And this is Shari and Giras coming smoking hot out of day number one. Now they're focusing in on today. There's no time to waste. This is it for them.
Make some noise for Boby and LARXPEX. First Asian team to make it to the grand finals, but they are not done yet. The trophy is within their grasp.
Pars in Baka, everyone. With a solid performance in the upper bracket, these guys have to be ready now more than ever to take it on in the grand finals.
Here we have him, AJS and Striker. Brazil is not to be messed around with. These guys are here to prove they can challenge everyone on the international stage.
Boyo and Sphinx are not to be messed with, taking home a victory royale in the upper bracket. They are now here to show if they can do it again. Pressure is on.
Give it up for Queasy and Benno! Today's menu says comeback. Second in the Invitational, second in the upper bracket, but now it is time for a first place finish.
And here we have Kemi and Seti. These guys are used to lifting trophies this weekend. They are looking to add another one to the collection. Of all the duos here, we could say they have the most pressure.
This is getting real. Every single wave, man. A duel we wanted to highlight here from OCE, Alex and Worthy Levin. we kind of have been talking about this every time we've seen them. Worthy, a phenomenal player. Then you pair him with someone like Alex, who OCE as a whole are just like, this is our guy. I can't wait to see how they perform.
I am so excited about this duo, right? You know, it's rare we get to see some of the smaller regions step up the way they did in the upper bracket finals. 6th place is no shabby feat at all. And personally, when you look at their play styles, Alex, man, one of the most electrifying players there is in Fortnite. When he turns it on, when he decides he wants to get an LM, he's getting an LM.
Top 25 in every single game on day number 1. Can they do it again and represent OCE?
Absolutely. Arena, make some noise. Let this last wave of players hear you. Let's meet them.
Double odds, Re and Rituals are in the house. NA is their home turf, but after upper bracket, Denmark certainly looks comfy for them as well. Can they keep up the pace?
Don't blink, we have Hen and Bosque from last chance major to the lower bracket and then to the grand finals. Now they are here where they belong. All they have to do is seal it up.
Age doesn't matter for Moneymaker and for Nyan. Young and talented are key words for these guys, and now they're here to give it their all.
Vanyak and Carmi, ladies and gentlemen, fighting their way back out of the lower bracket. They are now here to prove themselves worthy as a grand finals team.
Put your hands together for Duke and Edgy with an NA Major 2 title in the books and a massive clutch on the day 2. It's time to add another one. Tonight is that chance.
Here we have, straight out of AJS Sheloh and mkmkpapa. This team right here has popped off, making their region proud, but they need to continue to make their mark.
Welcome Kaizen and Clement. Making it to the Global Championship Grand Finals is an achievement in itself. However, there is still plenty up for grabs for this team.
Let's hear it for Scented and Polarized. All of the FNCS experience has been put to use. It's now or never for these guys, and here they are to show it.
This is Kanata and Agers dominating the NA region and now ready to dominate Denmark. Eyes are on the prize for these guys.
Last but not least, Denmark makes some noise for Malabuka, Thomas HD. They are holding the fans high, and they're missing only one thing. That's an FNCS title. Copenhagen, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all are losing your minds.
You guys are in the same place as we are. We want to see games. We are so close, but man, this feels so good. There's so much electricity in the air. We saw them start first. Reet and Ritual out of NA. We've seen them perform well. What can they do here?
We've been talking a lot about how everybody has been placing in some of these games. Well, what about the eliminations? On day number 1, both of them, a part of this duo, finished in the top 10 for individual eliminations, 10 and 11 respectively, for a combined total of 21.
They were popping off, right? And that's the kind of thing, especially when, you know, we want to see controller players represented. You know, he's a controller player. Put a throwback on for that one every day. But look, I think when it comes to how they play in this server, they need to stick to what was working with them. Be aggressive as possible when you can.
That's right, guys. I'm getting word we are so close. So let's kick it on up to Jacob PR and MDF to keep this moving.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Let's keep this show on the road. I'm so excited here. It's game 1 in just a few moments. The expectations are through the roof.
That's right, and you already know it's gonna be explosive. So as we start to gear up now, let us do it, because game 1 is